What is up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of What's on the Menu. Got a fun episode today, and we have a couple stories that we really need to dive into. One of them, Dale. First of all, hello. How are you?
I'm unwell. How are you?
Yeah, your hat says it all. Okay, so Dale made some bad decisions on Sunday that compromised our episode yesterday. So he's still hurting. Dale, can you expand on kind of what happened?
You know what? Give me that thing. I'll do one. We gonna do one. They gonna do one. Do you, baby? Oh! That's a talented man right there. That's what I'm talking. Build it up again. So good. Once it hits your lips, it's so.
I fucked up. I don't know what else to say. I fucked up. I got talked into boozing.
Shame.
One thing led to
Shame.
I deserve it. One thing led to another. It's 4 a.m. I'm still boozing. I made the conscious choice at 4 a.m. to leave because I knew that I had to be here to record, but didn't make the conscious decision to put an alarm on, and I ruined it. I messed up. I slept through. I woke up to a frantic co-host that I felt terrible about. I'm sorry.
So really fast. So every day I wake up about 6:15ish because I
Usually
like to
same.
get a little workout in before we start recording. I look at some of the stories. It's kind of like what we do. And usually Dale's working out too, or he's doing something. I don't know what he's doing, but usually I'll get the reassurance text saying, "Oh yeah, I'm here." Didn't get that. I actually got the 4 a.m. text. "Hey, I'm still awake," and I was like, "Wow, definitely making some bad decisions here." So hopefully going forward, we're not going to have to go through that. Dale was hungover all day yesterday. I think he puked like 7 times.
I was
Didn't get out of
miserable.
bed.
Miserable.
I
I
think
literally,
he's- I think he's
I went to
still
get
feeling it
food.
today.
I went to get food at noon, and I had one bite of a $17 meal and threw it away. It made me so sick. I was done. Done for the count. You know, it is what it is. I'll recover. I've had that adversity in my life before. I'll bounce back. I'm here.
Good. Dale,
Yeah.
I'm sorry you spent $87 on food and threw it away, but hey, we're going to bounce back.
We will.
Some other news too.
Yeah.
Not so great as well. San Diego. Dale, what did Governor Newsom say?
Man, Newsom shut down a lot. What is it? Indoor shopping malls completely done. Bars, indoor restaurants completely done. Outdoor dining is still okay for now. But I don't see it being that for long. My restaurant was dead last night. We haven't been busy in a while.
Yeah.
Dude, life's weird. What do you think about this? What do you think about the rollbacks? Are we in a good spot? Is it the right thing?
We're not in a good spot. We're back to square one. It's in San Diego County, among the 30 counties in California that are suffering. So here's his tweet. Hashtag COVID-19 cases, hospitalizations continue to rise. 30 counties will now be required to close indoor operations. Fitness centers, places of worship, offices of non-critical sectors, personal care services, hair salons, and barber shops. Dale, damn it. Dude, we're back in March and April again.
I'm unwell. I told you. I'm unwell. I don't like any of it. My parents are supposed to be here next week for the first time since I moved, and this is their third planned trip. If they have to cancel they
had to cancel because of fucking COVID.
Dude, I'm not trying to be selfish or anything, but it's just what the fuck? It's like
I'm the same way.
Yeah.
The same way.
I mean, dude, since I moved here, no one's been able to come and visit me, just all because of COVID. I moved into PB 2 weeks before it started, and we're still sitting here.
You know what sucks too? We're in the heart of summer.
Right.
This should be the absolute highlight.
Right.
Tourism should be just booming.
These hangovers should
and
be
the economy
every day, not just on Sundays. But they're nowhere.
I think Dale might have to go puke after this. He's still very unwell.
All right. Well, enough of that. Let's talk some sports.
Gotta get the sports in.
Sports.
Washington, officially no longer the Redskins, but officially also just Washington at this moment.
Yep. So they retired the Redskins name.
Yeah, it's done. Okay. It's out of there.
And this has been talked about, I mean, for a couple decades now. Mm-hmm. They were saying it's a derogatory term, and I understand it. It's crazy because you think of the fan base. They've won Super Bowls. They've had Hall of Famers. I mean, that's a prized organization. I know it doesn't show in the last decade. I'd say since RG3, but it's kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
And we're not going to get too into the racism and all that. We're done with the politics and all that stuff. But I think it's a good move. I mean, what do you think?
Here's my thing. I do not like if something offends somebody and people feel strongly enough about it. Like, don't get me wrong. I think people are always going to be offended. But I think that when it comes to like the Redskins and the Indians and the Braves, you know, organizations like that, like if there is enough people that feel strongly, like me personally, I'm on the side of I feel like these names somewhat respect the past and respect the history. Like I don't think they're derogatory in any way, shape, or form.
And I don't think they intend to be.
Yeah, I don't think so either. But if there is still enough people that feel that strongly, who have that background, who have that history, change it. Change the name.
I agree.
You know, like there's nothing wrong with admitting, you know what, like we don't want to offend the group of people. We don't want this to look this way. Like I get it. I get the name change. I just hope it's something cool. Vegas released a list of betting odds. We took a list of those odds. Will, what name do you want and what are the odds behind that name?
Kind of going with the popular decision, the Washington Red Tails, just a little history. The Tuskegee Airmen were, I think, the first African-American, airmen that were fighting in the war. I think that really can resonate now with the message that America's trying to push ever since, the protests and everything. I want to go with the Red Tails. Are plus 300 according to Fansided and in Vegas. I kind of like those odds. The Washington Red Tails. I could see that.
All right. You? So I'm gonna go Washington Americans. They're plus 1,000. But think about it. They're in the heart of the country. They're in Washington. They're in the division.
They're in Maryland, but
technically, and Dallas nicknamed the America's team. Not anymore. Your division rivals renamed themselves to the Washington Americans. That's just like a big fuck you to Jerry Jones. I think I can see Dan Snyder's petty ass doing it.
Dan Snyder, under a lot of scrutiny, 2013 said it's not going to change. Money talks, and this is all stemming from FedEx saying, we want you to change that nickname or we're going to pull out our deal. Money always talks. Dale, good job today. Way to muscle through it. I understand that you were hungover. You made horrible decision on Sunday, but we're not going to reprimand you because you're always on top of everything. So we're going to move on from that. Just don't puke and spend $100 on food and waste it. All right, guys, make sure to follow WOTM Daily on YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. Go subscribe on Spotify and Apple on our podcast.
If you haven't read Will's blog yet, go read it.
We will see you guys tomorrow.
See ya.